Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be looking at the ARRL's dual band monobeam for 6 meters and 10 meters. I found out about this when our state section leader sent us an email and mentioned this antenna, and I went and looked at it, and I was interested in 6 and 10 meters, and I ordered one, and it arrived yesterday. So stay tuned while we open the box and look inside and see how well it's packaged and how hard it's going to be to assemble. The ARRL's website did have the assembly instructions, which we downloaded, so stay tuned for all of that. We'd like to ask that you please subscribe, hit the like button, and the notify to stay current with our content. Thank you. So as I mentioned, the assembly instructions came with it. I think it's 15 pages. There's what the antenna will look like when it's all assembled, but they do have step-by-step instructions, and then when we get to what's inside the box, I think you'll be pleased with what all we see. And there you can get the turning distance and all the parts list of everything in the box. I'm not going to bore you with all these details, and we're going to look at some of these pictures again later on, but everything appears in the pictures to be very well labeled, so that it should not be all that difficult to put together, and you should be able to make a mistake. So what you're going to probably get out of this is a good working antenna with a good SWR following the plots that they advertise. So stay tuned till we get back to the antenna. Now we took that box you saw standing and we opened it up and we're looking down inside of it, and there's a lot of aluminum in there. But you'll notice that all the pieces appear to have labels, and some are bundled, like an A bundle, a B bundle, and then some individual pieces are labeled D and C and B, and that was all the styrofoam that was in there packing it all up, and we've pulled it all out so we get access to them. And then there's a long boom that's in there too, and that's the main boom that you'll be attaching to the mast, and it's labeled, and we'll take a look at it in just a second. Now, also packaged in there were all the hardware you need to assemble it, including the coax and the tools you'll need to assemble it, and each of the bundles, and that's for attaching it to the mast and putting it all together. And then for each of the different sections, A, B, C, and D along the boom, here's all the hardware you need to attach that to the boom. So far everything appears to be well laid out, so it's not going to be all that difficult to assemble it from the instructions. And then here's a couple of pages showing you just again in detail how well laid out and the detail that they have, including where to place the mast and everything on the boom. And that's what we're going to be doing as soon as we get the a place that we can assemble, and we're going to put a sheet down so we don't drop any hardware through the cracks in the floor. But again, this is the ARRL 6 and 10 meter beam that we just received. And then here's another look now that we've taken the main boom out, and you can see that all the bundles are labeled very nicely. And on that main boom there are the places where everything is going to go. And so everything being labeled, it's not going to be difficult to go ahead and find all the bits and pieces, and they should go together in a fairly straightforward manner. There appear to be two different sizes of tubing, and here we are pulling out the main mast, and it's got a nice label on it. Don't know how that's going to hold up to weather, but we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. And then here's the boom to mast, and that shows you where the plate position needs to go. And then along there is the A section, the B section, the C section, and the D section, all which match up with the bags of hardware that you just saw. So ladies and gentlemen, there's a look at the ARRL Monobeam for 6 and 10 meters. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found it interesting.